Hello, my name is Georgia Sheridan, and I'm the project manager for the Sea Line Extension to Torrance project. The Metro Board of Directors is approaching a major decision to select a locally preferred alternative, or LPA. Today I'm going to walk you through our staff recommendation. For many decades, there has been a vision in LA County to create a rapid rail network and connect it to LAX and the South Bay, which you can see in the map on the left, the 1980 Proposition A sales tax measure. Over the years, Metro has been planning and constructing the rail system, which you can see on the right. The Sea Line extension would continue the existing Green Line further south into Torrance, traveling through Redondo Beach, Lawndale, and Torrance. The Sea Line extension is planning for the future needs of the South Bay, which is a major job center with severe congestion, long travel times, infrequent bus service, and a high cost of housing, which makes it difficult for people to live near where they work. The Sea Line extension is going to operate as part of the future K Line in pink and continue traveling south. It will connect to LAX and the Metro C and E lines, provide fast, reliable access to job centers, serve equity-focused communities, and reduce travel time. In January last year, Metro published a draft environmental impact report and several technical studies that look at the 4.5-mile light rail extension. The project will create 2 new rail stations, one in Redondo Beach and one in Torrance. We studied a variety of options to do so. All of the options are the same in the south, from 190th Street down to Torrance. This includes the right-of-way elevated at grade alignment, the trench option, and the Hawthorne option. We also studied alternatives to the project, the hybrid alternative, high-frequency bus, and no project. Since 2021, Metro has held extensive community engagement, collecting over 4,700 comments on the project. We've been summarizing those outreach comments in reports available on our website, as well as FAQs to give responses to common questions. Based on the comments we received, there is strong support for the project. Over 2,200 public comments were received on the draft EIR, a majority of which were alignment preferences. Of those, 73% supported using the Metro right-of-way in some configuration, 19% support Hawthorne, and 6% no project option. Last spring, Metro polled residents of Lawndale, Redondo Beach, and Torrance to understand what their familiarity was with the project and overall levels of support. The survey found that 67% of residents on average across the 3 cities support the project. We've been analyzing the comments we've received and prepared a summary of the 2023 draft EIR public comments compared to recent comments from our winter engagement with Director Mitchell's office. As you can see, there are common themes that are consistent across engagement, with noise and vibration and safety and security at the top of the list. I'm going to talk through how our staff recommendation addresses these concerns. The hybrid alternative is our staff recommendation for the LPA. This would travel along the Metro right-of-way for the entire 4.5 miles in an elevated configuration that comes down to street level and then has 2 undercrossings, one at 170th Street and one at 182nd Street. We believe this alignment best meets the project need objectives, provides regional and local benefits, responds to community concerns with minimal property acquisitions, eliminates changes to traffic and parking in the long term, and is cost-effective. Next, I'm going to talk through some of the design measures that are included in the hybrid alternative to respond to community concerns. Many of the concerns are about light rail traveling near homes and in neighborhoods, something that Metro has done successfully across LA County. There's also concern of the loss of properties. We would like to clarify that there are no homes identified for acquisition in our draft EIR. In some instances, we have eliminated freight shift. For example, south of Artesia Boulevard, based on community concerns, the freight would remain in place and no freight would shift closer to existing senior homes. South of 182nd Street, we've lowered the height of the light rail to provide more privacy to residences in Redondo Beach. We've also included sound walls, special track work, and other design measures to reduce all significant noise impacts. Freight safety and freight noise and vibration has been another top concern. As part of our staff recommendation, we would create what's called a quiet zone corridor. This includes freight safety upgrades for all existing freight crossings to eliminate the need for freight horn noise as the train travels through the corridor. The freight tracks would also be modernized to improve safety and reduce overall noise and vibration. Based on concerns about light rail being near schools and potential delays to emergency responders, we are recommending to grade separate 170th and 182nd Street. This would allow the light rail to travel under existing streets so that there would be no conflicts between pedestrians, cyclists, trains, and drivers. It also eliminates any potential delays to emergency responders and makes the light rail operations easier. We've heard community concerns regarding the loss of green space and the need for recreational paths. As such, we've created 3 new walking paths along the Metro right-of-way. We would protect as many existing trees as we could and replace with new trees and landscaping to create a dedicated, safe walking space where sidewalks do not exist today, both in the city of Lawndale and Redondo Beach, as well as Torrance. We've heard community concerns about station access and walkability to adjacent development. The staff recommendation includes easy rail-to-bus connections. The Metro station would directly connect to the new bus transit center in Redondo Beach, and patrons would have easy walking access to the South Bay Marketplace and South Bay Galleria and future transit-oriented development. The Metro Board of Directors will consider selecting a preferred alignment as the locally preferred alternative, or LPA. If an LPA is selected, Metro will further study the chosen route and gather community input over the span of the next 12 to 18 months to develop the proposed project in the final EIR. We will then return to the Metro Board for a vote prior to certification.